Welcome to Before You Were Born, where we travel back in time to explore how beauty standards have evolved throughout the years. Today, we're diving into the fascinating history of the ideal female figure from decade to decade. From the poised Gibson Girl of the 1910s to the edgy heroin chic look of the 1990s, let's take a look at how perceptions of beauty have changed over the past century. We begin our journey in the 1910s with the iconic Gibson Girl, a creation of magazine illustrator Charles Gibson. The Gibson Girl epitomized the ideal beauty of the time, an hourglass figure with a tiny waist, large hips, and perfect posture. This look was often achieved through tight corsets, which emphasize the waist without overly enhancing the chest. Camille Clifford, a well-known stage actress, was the living embodiment of the Gibson Girl, winning numerous accolades and even a $2,000 prize in a magazine contest for her portrayal of this ideal. As we move into the 1920s, the ideal female figure took a dramatic turn with the emergence of the flapper. Women abandoned the restrictive corsets of the previous decade, opting for shorter hairstyles, boxy dresses, and athletic figures. The flappers represented the first generation of independent American women, embodying freedom and rebellion. Margaret Gorman, crowned the most beautiful bathing girl in America, became the epitome of this new, liberated look. The 1930s saw a return to a more feminine and curvaceous silhouette. Women began embracing their natural curves, opting for garments that hugged their bodies and highlighted their soft shapes. Actress Dolores Del Rio was the epitome of beauty in this decade, with her curvy yet healthy figure setting the standard for Hollywood glamour. In the 1940s, the ideal female figure became fuller and more voluptuous. Dr. Amelia Serafine describes this era as the time of the sweater girl, or pin-up girl, characterized by cinched waists and fuller chests. Betty Grable, known for her iconic bathing suit poster, became the most famous pin-up girl of World War II, embodying the era's ideal proportions and curves. The hourglass figure made a grand comeback in the 1950s, but this time without the restrictive corsets. Women aimed for a softer and fuller hourglass shape, often using weight gain supplements to achieve this look. Marilyn Monroe, with her enviable curves and timeless beauty, became the face of this ideal, rejecting the notion of a skinny frame in favor of embracing her natural shape. The 1960s brought a complete shift in beauty standards, with the rise of the twig body type. Slim, almost androgynous figures became the ideal, with no waist definition and extremely thin limbs. Twiggy, the high-fashion model of the decade, embodied this look with her tiny waist, long eyelashes, and short hair, becoming a global icon and setting a new standard for beauty. In the 1970s, women began to favor a more natural and healthy look, characterized by tanned skin and athletic bodies. This decade saw a shift towards outdoor activities and a more relaxed, natural beauty. Farrah Fawcett, with her golden skin, athletic build, and voluminous hair, became the poster girl for this era. The 1980s continued the trend of athleticism, but added a focus on toned, muscular bodies. The ideal was now a hard-body look, tall, lean, and fit. Jane Fonda, with her wildly popular workout videos, became the face of this fitness craze, inspiring women to achieve a toned and sculpted physique. Finally, we arrive at the 1990s, where the heroin chic look took center stage. This era favored a waif-like, almost skeletal appearance, with pale skin and a very thin frame. Winona Ryder, with her edgy look and slender body, epitomized this trend, marking a stark contrast to the toned bodies of the previous decades. And there you have it, a journey through the changing ideals of female beauty from the 1910s to the 1990s. Each decade brought its own unique standards and icons, reflecting broader cultural shifts and societal changes. Join us next time on Before You Were Born, as we continue to explore the fascinating trends and transformations of the past. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more nostalgic content. See you in the next video.